Hey guys, it's Misty from the Book Rat, and it's time for this month's book chat. Now, I know I've been missing in action when it comes to book chats for the last couple of months. That's over, and I'm back. And I think I've come back on the perfect topics. So here we go. November here in the States means Thanksgiving, which, beyond its dubious origins, is generally embraced as a time to just look at what you have and be grateful for it and share that gratefulness and your love and your warm and fuzzies with the people in your life. So this month's book chat topic is bookish things in your life that you are grateful for. It can be certain books, it can be certain writers, it can be bookish people in your life or bookish events or just any bookish moments that have had an impact on you as a reader and that you want to take the time to acknowledge. For me, there are tons, and of course I'm really fortunate on that end when it comes to books, not only because I'm a blogger and obviously am sent books that I'm really eager for, but just the whole community that I found myself a part of and all of the awesome bookish things that have happened along the way. Tons of things to be grateful for. And I'm going to start at the beginning. My first bookish thing that I'm grateful for is my mom. She definitely encouraged my love of reading. She took me to the library and she allowed me to spend every last drop of money that I ever had on books, and didn't complain too much when those books slowly took over my life. Kind of set that good foundation for being a reader. Along those same lines, I've had a number of really excellent teachers when it comes to reading and to writing, and I'm so thankful for those. Starting with Kathy Gwizdala, who was my second grade teacher and whom I largely credit with the type of reader I have become and how much a part of my life it's become. She was probably the best model of good reading habits, an encourager of good reading habits. She was a very clever and very innovative teacher, and she did all she could to pull students into wanting to expand their worlds through reading, and was just an all-around phenomenal woman. And I actually have a book that she read us in second grade that she gave me years later when I was 19 or 20 that she signed to me, which is definitely one of my most prized book possessions. But she's not the only one. I've had just a ton of really great teachers when it comes to encouraging reading and encouraging writing and encouraging just the love of the written word. I'm thankful for my physical book club, even though I'm a really bad book club member because I hardly ever go anymore. But I have such an awesome group of people around me that are part of my book club that are always down for talking about books and sharing books, and there's such a fun group of people, and book club meetings are always really fun, and we've had a lot of really cool bookish moments in book club, from the downright hilarious to the insanely awesome ones. Bringing Maria V. Snyder to town and having dinner with her and having these huge debates on which character was right for the romantic interest and just knockdown, drag out nonsense, while Maria just kind of sat back and looked like the cat that had ate the canary as she watched us debate her characters. Just these great, memorable, awesome moments. And on that same token, all of the bookish friends that I'm surrounded with that embrace my mania and don't mind that I'm a total book nerd and that I sometimes say I can't hang out because I'm going to be reading or I'm going to be blogging about what I read, and that ask about it and are interested in it. Some of my friends have gone on book adventures with me and don't mind when I bring my Jane Austen action figure on vacation and require that we set her up in different positions everywhere we go and take pictures of it for Instagram. That's a good friend. That's a great friend that's like, oh, you know where we should go? We should go over to that statue and set Jane Austen up there because that'd be a great photo op. Could not be more thankful to have people like that in my life. I'm also very grateful for the books that I've had that have changed my life. You know, sometimes you just come across those books that are either just the right book at just the right moment and they hit you in a certain way, or books that change the way you read and make you read and love things that you thought you'd never pick up and expand your world and make you think about things differently, or just those solid comfort books that you can go back to over and over and over again, and they're like an old friend. I've met a lot of those books in my life, and I'm eternally grateful to them. And lastly, I'm grateful for you guys. This wouldn't be any fun if I was just talking to myself. I've said plenty of times that I could talk to a brick wall, and I truly believe I could, but that brick wall isn't always going to answer me back. But you guys, you get involved and you share your passion. I love running into people who either read the blog or watch the vlogs, coming up and starting up a conversation about books. That is fantastic and I love it. The amount of people that get a hold of me on Twitter or in a Facebook message or an email, that is great, and I love that sense of community and the icebreaker of being a passionate reader, being able to just strike up a conversation with someone and talk books and make connections and be enthusiastic. That is exactly why I started blogging and then vlogging, and that is exactly what keeps me coming back to this community and loving it and loving you guys the way I do. When I started blogging and vlogging, I didn't think there would necessarily be people that would become real friends. I didn't really think that you could be true friends with someone that you only know on the internet. It just seemed kind of silly and non-realistic to me. But there are so many people that I've met through blogging and vlogging and Goodreads that I consider honest, true friends, that it doesn't matter if I've never met them in real life, they're my friends. And the sheer amount of you guys that are also obsessed with Jane Austen and with fairy tales, because before blogging and vlogging, I didn't know there were so many of you. I didn't know there were these big communities, and I just was kind of alone in that mania. So it's really nice to have this solid base of people that I can connect with on that, and the sheer amount of people that will text me the same link when there's something new going on in the Jane Austen fandom or some awesome new fairy tale has come out. All of those connections and all of those similarities and those passions that we all share is something I'm really, really grateful for. You guys have expanded my world, you've expanded my friend base and my book base and changed my world for the better, and I am very, very grateful for all of you. And I'm sure there's a ton more. There's a lot to be grateful for in my life, and I'm sure that you guys have a lot to be grateful for too. So if you're able, I would love to see a response from you guys, whether it's a vlog or a blog or just on Twitter, saying what bookish things you're thankful for in your life. That's all for this month's book chat. If you have any ideas for book chat topics for the upcoming year, please let me know. And as always, thanks for watching and happy reading.